You ever have one of those moments where you think, well, I didn't see that coming, but deep down you kind of did? That was me. I bought this cozy little house on a lake thinking I was trading chaos for calm drama for ducks. What I got instead was an HOA president named Melissa with a sun hat and a god complex. Now I'd put everything I had into this place. It wasn't a mansion, but it had water access, and that was the dream. So before I even unpacked all my boxes, I poured a chunk of savings into building a floating dock. I'm talking aluminum frame composite decking, heavy-duty anchors, the works. Permit surveys signed and sealed, this thing was solid, and more importantly, it was mine. But that didn't stop Melissa 3 blocks away from the water from waltzing down one day with 2 board members, Jerry and Dana, and deciding loudly that my dock would be perfect for the HOA summer party. I wasn't even part of the conversation at first. She just said, "We'll set up the catering tent here. Ooh, and the view's better than the beach." I stepped in a little confused, but trying to stay polite. "Melissa, this dock is private. It's on my deed, I paid for it, and it's not part of the HOA common areas." She smiled like I was a child saying something silly. "Lake access benefits everyone. You should be honored." I wasn't. So I followed up with an email that night, copied the whole board, clearly stating the dock was off limits. I cited the deed, the surveys even referenced state trespassing laws. Crickets. Fast forward to the day before my birthday. I come home and wouldn't you know it, there's a generator humming by the dock tables stacked beside the path lights already being strung up. I swear one guy gave me a nod like I was the help. I documented everything, called Melissa, left a voicemail telling her to remove the stuff or it'd be considered abandoned property. Still nothing. Now here's where I might have gotten creative. See, I knew how the dock was built. I'd ask questions during installation. I knew which pins to loosen, which shackles to unhook. So I waited till it was dark, got my tools, and prepped everything so that by morning all I had to do was tug. And oh boy, that morning I sat on my porch with a cup of coffee watching through my security feed as Melissa arrived in this blinding yellow dress barking orders at the catering crew like she was running a wedding. By noon the dock was full of people, cocktails in hand, laughing like they hadn't just invaded private property. So I strolled out, took a casual turn down the garden path, crouched near the dock ramp, pretending to pull weeds and pop those pins out like I was opening a soda can, gave the dock a little nudge. At first nothing. Then it started to drift. No one noticed until it was maybe 6 feet out. Some guy pointed, someone else gasped, and then Melissa turned around and the way her jaw dropped, priceless. The dock was floating away, slow and steady, like it was done with the party, too. She screamed, "Jerry, secure it!" Poor Jerry just froze, looking like he was about to cry. Dana grabbed a folding chair and tried to use it as an anchor. It was beautiful. But here's where it turned. The sky got dark fast. The forecast said scattered storms, but this was a full-blown summer squall. The wind kicked up the lake, got choppy rain, came down hard. Lights flickered, speakers cut out. A giant inflatable flamingo launched itself into the sky like it was trying to escape. 3 people fell in, including Jerry, slipped on spilled coleslaw of all things. Thank God someone threw the life ring. Eventually, the sheriff's lake patrol came and ferried people back to shore. They looked like survivors from a shipwreck, soaked, miserable, wrapped in foil blankets. Melissa, of course, blamed me, accused me of endangerment, vandalism, you name it. But the deputies looked over my documentation, saw the emails, the security footage, the no trespassing signs, and said it was a civil matter. So the HOA sued me, claimed I endangered lives, destroyed rented equipment, caused emotional trauma, but I wasn't worried. My attorney, Rachel, She was the kind of lawyer who makes people sweat just by opening her briefcase. We countersued trespassing, property damage, nuisance, legal fees, the whole shebang. During depositions, Melissa cracked. Jerry admitted he got my email and didn't feel great about setting up, but felt pressured. Dana pretended she didn't understand the word trespass until Rachel showed her the security footage. And then came the twist. Rachel threw in a demand for community service 40 hours each for Melissa, Jerry, and Dana. The HOA's lawyer tried to laugh it off. Rachel didn't blink. Restorative justice, she said. Let them clean up the community beach they ignored. Weeks later, I watched Melissa in cargo shorts and gardening gloves, dragging mulch and mumbling to herself while Jerry painted picnic benches. Dana pulled weeds like she was being punished by the universe. Meanwhile, I hosted my rescheduled birthday barbecue, ribs, beers, and laughter echoing across a peaceful lake. So was I wrong to let the dock drift? Or did they just get the party they planned, just not the ending they expected? Tell me what you think. Was that justice or too far? I really want to hear where y'all land on this one.